In this session, I will talk about very simple but very effective technique we call the observing technique. Oh, very simple. So what is the observing technique? The concept of the observing technique is to use our feeling to observe our body and our mind. We observe our body, which part of our body is we feel tension and then relax it and make sure that our whole body feel relaxed all the time during the meditation. And for the mind, we observe the thought that arise in our mind. So how to do the observing technique? Very easy. The first step, close your eye and relax your whole body. And then observe your body. If you feel like you feel some tension on your body, relax. And observe your body and relax until you feel your whole body is really relaxed. And then bring your feeling to the center of your body. The center of our body is at the center of our stomach. So how to find the center? Some people don't feel familiar with the center. If you do like this, you will find the center very easy. Breathe in deeply and feel your stomach inflating. Breathe out slowly and feel your stomach deflating. The center of the inflating and the deflating, that is the center of our body. That is the place that we put our feeling and observe. So observe at the center of the inflating and the deflating at the center of our stomach. So some people not feel very comfortable to observe at the center. If you feel like this, you can do like close your eye, observe your body, and relax your whole body. And continue observe your body and relax. Close eye, relax your body, and do not sleep. Just observe. And then sometime during the observing technique, you feel like the thought come. You close your eye and you observe at the center, and then you see a lot of picture of the thought. If you feel like this, don't worry. Just let it be. Make your feeling like you watch the TV. You see the TV show. You are the observer, not the director. You observe. You cannot do anything with it. Just observe and let it be. Let it go by itself. So, when you are the observer, you cannot control anything. That is the key, because if you force the thought to stop, you will have the tension here. Because our mind is like the ping pong ball floating on the surface of the water. If you want to make the mind or the ping pong ball still, you need to touch it softly and gently. If you try to force it to still, you push it, it will spring out of your hand and you feel tension. And then more thought will come to the mind. So, close your eye, observe at the center, and let it be. Let it go by itself. Make your feeling like you are the observer. You watch the movie. Let the movie go. You are not the director. You don't have any power to control the thought. Just make your feeling like this. So when you observe more and more, the thought will slow down. When the thoughts slow down, you will feel more comfortable. It's like when you start meditation, you close your eye, you have a lot of thought come, but you feel some kind of tension. But when you relax and just observe, the thoughts slow down. Even you still have the thought, but you feel more comfortable. Observe with no emotion. No emotion, because if you have any emotion with the thought, the mind will stick with the thought and it will create more thought. So the thought come, let it go. No emotion with it and no expectation. It's like when you close your eye, some of the thought come and you expect like, I think it should be still right now, something like that. If you have the expectation, it's like you force the thought to stop. So during the observing technique, no emotion, no expectation. Just observe and relax. So when you observe more and more, you will feel more stillness and the mind is more refined. And then when the mind is very refined, the thought will disappear. And then you will feel the emptiness. Or your body will disappear too. You feel only the emptiness, but you feel like more stillness. You feel the mind is very still. You cannot see anything. You feel only the emptiness. That is the feeling when you do the observing technique. And during you feel the emptiness, you feel the inner peace. And you feel the happiness from the center. And the observing technique is very good. You can use the observing technique with some of the meditation technique. For example, you can use with the visualization technique. How we do. So close your eye and then you imagine the picture, right? When you do the visualization technique. For example, it's like you imagine a crystal ball. When you imagine the crystal ball show up at the center of your body. Sometimes the crystal ball not show up like we think. It's like you think like the crystal ball that we imagine, it should be clear, it should be bright, or it should be the size like this. But the crystal ball show up and it's not clear, it's not bright, or the size is smaller or bigger than you think. Don't worry. When the crystal ball show up or the picture that you imagine show up, the flower, little star or the full moon show up, just observe. Let it be. Let it develop by itself. Observe the visualization picture with no emotion, no expectation. That we combine the observing technique together with the visualization. When you continue observe the crystal ball with no expectation, with no emotion, the picture will change by itself. This word is very important, by itself. You cannot force it to change. If you force it, you will feel tension, and then the picture will disappear. But when you observe and you feel very relaxed, the crystal ball will become clearer and clearer, brighter and brighter. Other picture is the same. It will become clearer, brighter. When the mind is very refined, you will feel very happy. You feel a lot of happiness from the center of your body. And one of the technique that is very popular to use with the observing technique is the breathing technique. Oh, that is very good too. You do like this. Close your eye. Breathe in deeply. Breathe out slowly. There are two types to use the observing technique together with the breathing technique. The first type, you use the observing technique to follow the path of the breathing. It's like you follow the movement of the air. When you breathe in, the air come into the nose and go through your body and go to the center of your body, at the center of your stomach. And then when you breathe out, the air come from the center of your body, go out to your nose. So you follow the path of the breathing. When you observe more and more, you will feel the breath is more and more refined. And sometimes people feel like when they observe the breathing, breathe in deeply, breathe out slowly, breathe in deeply, breathe out slowly. Sometimes they feel like the breath disappear, the breathing disappear, the breathing stop. Oh, it's very strange, right? Some people feel like, oh, it's quite scary. Don't worry. Don't afraid of that experience. That is one of the kind of the inner experience. Because at that moment, the mind is very refined and the breathing is very refined. So you cannot feel the breathing, but you still but you still breathe in and breathe out automatically by itself. That is very good feeling. Don't worry about it. So the other way, observe at the center of the body. How to do it? Breathe in deeply and you feel your stomach expanding, and you breathe out slowly and you feel the stomach deflating. But put your feeling at the center of the inflating and the deflating, and still at the center. Just observe at the center. Breathe in deeply, inflating, breathe out slowly, deflating, but the feeling still at the center of your body. And it's quite the same as follow the path of the breathing. When the mind is very refined, you will feel like the breathing stop, the breath disappear. Oh, it's very good feeling. And you will feel happiness and the inner peace from inside. When you do more and more meditation, the inner experience will develop like this. When you start to meditate, sometimes when you start, you not feel completely comfortable. If you feel like this, you can move, you can adjust your body. If you feel uncomfortable on your body, you can move, you can adjust all the time. Some people feel very sleepy. If you feel sleepy, you feel tired, you can sleep. But not sleep too long, not sleep the whole session. Just wake up and continue doing meditation. Some people feel a lot of thoughts come to the mind. If you feel like this, open your eye. When you open your eye, the thought will disappear temporarily and you will feel more relaxed. And then close your eye and continue doing meditation. And when you feel more comfortable, select the right technique to match with the nature of your mind. In the last session, I have mentioned about the right technique. The right technique is the technique that you feel relaxed, comfortable, and easy. In Thailand, relaxed, comfortable, and easy we call sabai. If you have the right technique and you feel sabai, you feel relaxed, comfortable, and easy, continue with that technique. And the mind will be more and more refined by itself. And then you will feel very relaxed and comfortable. When you feel more relaxed, you feel more comfortable. Just observe, or just continue with the right technique that you select that match with the nature of your mind. If you use the visualization, the picture will change. When the picture change, don't worry, it will change automatically because the mind is more refined. You don't need to go back to the same picture again and again. Just let it be. Just let it develop by itself and observe it. Do not go back and forth all the time. Just observe, let it be. And the picture will be better and better, clearer and clearer, brighter and brighter. If you use the mantra, during the mantra, you imagine the sound, right? Sometimes when the mind is very refined, the mantra will fade away. Or sometimes you have the feeling that the mind is very still and you don't want to use the mantra anymore. If you have this feeling, just observe. You can stop the mantra and just observe from that moment. If you use the breathing technique, breathe in deeply, breathe out slowly. When the mind is refined, the breath will disappear. The breathing is feel like the breathing stop. Just observe and continue observe and relax. If you use the observing technique, the thought will slow down. Or sometimes the thought disappear or your body disappear. Just observe and continue sitting, relax, and meditate. And then when the mind is refined in the very good level, the inner experience will show up. Oh, I have a lot of questions in the YouTube channel about the inner experience. Because many people, they do the meditation and they have the strange experience. And they cannot explain what is going on and how to deal with it to upgrade to the next level. So there are many types of the inner experience. Some people, they meditate and they feel very relaxed. And then they saw the light, like the flashing light in the front of them. Or sometimes the light come from the center of the body. Sometimes it's like the flashing light. Sometimes it's the bright light, like the moonlight or the sunlight. This is one of the forms of the inner experience. Just observe and let it develop by itself. Some people feel like the body expanding. Like you sit down in the room and then you feel like your body expanding until your body cover the room, or your body expand to cover your house, expand to cover the whole world. Just observe, let it be, let it develop by itself. Some people feel like the body floating from the floor. And they feel like, oh, I'm gonna fall down. Don't worry. You are not gonna fall down because the mind is very refined. So you will feel like your body floating from the floor. Just observe. Don't be excited. Oh, this word is very important. Don't be excited. Don't expect. And don't worry. Don't have any question with the inner experience. Just observe with the clear mind, with the neutral mind. Some people feel like they feel the strange feeling at the center of their body. The feeling is like this. It's like you are in the elevator, and elevator go down very fast. You feel some kind of suction feeling inside the stomach. Or this feeling is very similar to when we lie down on the bed and when we nearly to sleep. Sometimes you feel like you fall down from the bed, but actually you're still on the bed. This is the feeling when the mind is very refined. That is the good sign, the good feeling that tell you that you are on the right track. And the meditation method that you use match with the nature of your mind. This can happen when the mind is very close to the center of the body. Some people feel different. They feel like there is the big tunnel, and their body go very fast into the tunnel. Oh, very, very good experience. Yeah, it's like you are in the bullet train, and the bullet train go very fast into the big tunnel. So there are many types of the inner experience because our mind is different. The character of the mind, the nature of the mind of each person is different. So many types of inner experience can happen. But don't worry about the inner experience. Just observe. Whatever happens, just observe. Let it be. let it develop by itself. Nobody die when they meditate. Don't afraid of it. So when you just observe, the mind will be more and more refined. And then when the mind is refined in the high level, the inner experience will disappear by itself. And you feel very happy with it. And you feel the emptiness. Your body disappear. The world disappear. You feel only the emptiness. That is the very deep nature of the mind. So if you feel like that, just observe, continue observing. Because I think the observing technique is the most important technique. If you understand the feeling of the observing technique very well, you can upgrade your meditation level very fast. So if you feel like the emptiness, you feel very still, you feel a lot of inner peace from inside, you feel a lot of happiness from inside, don't be excited. Observe it with the neutral mind. Observe it without any expectation, without any emotion. And then the mind will be more and more refined by itself. And after that, when the mind is refined in the very good level, the real center of your body will appear. It will show up by itself. It will show up like a little star, or it will show up like the crystal ball. But this kind of crystal ball is not very similar to the picture that you imagine. It's clearer, it's brighter, and it's come with a lot of happiness. It will come with the happiness that you cannot find in the outside world. It's the pure happiness. Oh, very good feeling, right? So that's why many people, they say like the happiness from meditation is more than other happiness in the outside world. And at this point is the start point that you're gonna go into the middle way or the middle path. It's the way to the enlightenment. This is the starting point. You know the feeling, you know the observing technique, you know how to upgrade the level of your meditation. So meditation is not difficult. Every moment that you meditate, you will have a lot of benefit from meditation. Every second that you meditate, you recharge the good energy to the center of your body. You recharge the good energy to your life. So meditate every day. Make your life better every day.